I'm sorry, on the knee. So once I'm already here, for instance, if I'm already hopping a little bit out, look, he's in trouble. Now it's not guard sweeps or submissions anymore. It's guard retention for him. He needs to make sure that he frames and get out and keep his guard. Okay? So, a very, very easy situation. Of course, you're not going to go like, no. You need to be a little bit disguising. So, here, move around. Always, never again, please. That's what they want. That's what the kids want. Older guys, don't give what they want. Give what you want. Take them out of these elements, because that's where everything happens. Okay? So when I go, look, step in an angle, hold. Once you hold, look, lock and go. And then switch the hip to the inside in here. Some people like to simply just work on the side of the knee. Some people like to go to the hip. Some people like to go here. But the idea is that you always try to cross the line of the knees. Every time my body crosses this line, it's not about sweep or submission anymore. It's about guard retention from him. It's about pure defense. Okay? And that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so pretty much what I want to talk about first is this concept. The concept of arm and upper body first, legs later. One detail. Eventually you have legs to legs. There's nothing we can do. There will be situations that I don't have a choice. But that I'm already not anticipating anymore, remember? What I'm just showing you guys here is pure anticipation. Actually, the perception of the thing. The anticipation, the perception. So it's not even a perception, it's anticipation. I'm not allowing the person to get not even remotely close to all this modern guard game. Okay? Then we're going to go over some other situations now. Alright guys, so that approach that we talked before about hands first will be very applicable here. Like I said, like a lot of the kids, they will be with the legs open in the air. They know if they get here for too long, it's a little easier for me to do what I did before. Pretty much like get in an angle, boom, and switch the hip position and lock my arm in there. So they already get their legs a little higher there. So I will actually have to bait him. I will try to pretend that I'm doing the same thing to get his reaction to lay down on the back, on their backs again and lift his legs up. Okay, so from here, I'm not going to try to go straight to this or to that. I will actually put the hands and try to actually drag him back. Okay? Kind of like I want to put his foot on the ground. What's his reaction? If he sits, I go around. Normally those kids don't do that. They're so flexible, they want to be on their backs. Especially like this one here, a classical case. Okay? So once I go here in slow motion, look, I engage first the hands and I try to go there. I feel the reaction, look, I'll switch the grip to that. And when I switch the grip to that, the most important thing will be, as I bump my hip, I do this. Okay? Now, the biggest mistake that people do is that from here, they try to go straight to some kind of pass. I don't want to pass. I want to make sure that I put him uncomfortable. So I'll straighten my arms and I will push his leg back just enough for me to look at this. I want to have both of my knees under his lower back. Okay? This is the most important thing to start all the game that I'm going to be doing now. You need lower back control. Besides that, I need you guys to understand that having the knees in there don't mean nothing if you don't have the control of his hips. So once I go there, boom, boom, and I go, and I push, look, the knees go there, and my hands immediately slide, so my shoulders are connected to his butt, and all I need to do is this, guys. This. I'll get my hands connected. Gable grip, this, and my whole effort here, it will be to keep my elbows closed, and this hand not just controls the hip, but push the hip down. So this is what I'm doing now. By doing that, guys, you see how cool it is because his legs are always on my shoulder. Open the legs there, look, look. Try to break my grip. Good luck. You're not going to break my grip. And most of the times when people get here, they have two reactions. The first reaction is to try to hold this lead, to somehow step the leg over and try to recover the guard. trying to go to a spider hook or something like that. This is number one. Also number two, they try sometimes to put the hand on the collar and do the no arm triangle here. But guys, how he's going to be doing the arm triangle here, the no arm triangle here, if I'm pushing his hip down? Go ahead, Lucas. If I'm here all day, boom. If I'm there pushing the hip down, there's no arm triangle. I mean, no arm triangle. Okay? So guys, from here, let's go over the first most common situation, which is when Lucas holds my sleeve and try to sometimes to recover the bar. Guys, if I get here for too long, a flexible guy comes with the leg and we'll start to do this. Okay, so as soon as I get here, I want you to, instead of being nice and comfortable, sitting your butt on your heels, you will actually put your toes on the ground. So let me show you from this angle, it's going to be a little better to see. So from here, look, I will actually lift, drive my head forward a little bit, always addressing the hip, pushing the hip down, and I go there, look. So now I'm on my toes. When I have my toes on the ground, I have the driving power. Okay, so with the toes on the ground, now is the time to make him smell his own knee. Make him smell his own knee is always works. How do I do that? With my legs, with my hip, and with my own head. So once I go here, guys, look, drive the head, lift the hip, and drive with the foot. Look, right. And now immediately, I cannot be there because I don't want his hip to connect on the floor here. That's the problem. So as soon as I start to do that, I choose a side and look. I will actually now step in an angle and get this knee under. You notice that I'm blocking the hip always and my shoulders on his leg. Okay? Now guys, from this situation is this matting of the knee. It's super flexible. He doesn't feel anything. That's exactly the situation we're dealing with today. Once you have that angle here, guys, you don't need to be worried about the no arm triangle anymore. So we're going to let go of the grip and look, I'm going to control the outside of pelvis.